Hey folks, welcome back to Overwatch, and we've got 11:10 here, or rather this is 11:10 here, and we've got May. And we're doing the hot seat for May, and we're going to see what she can do. We've been given Hollywood on attack. Let's have a quick look at her skill set. That's a left shift, which is the ice block, which will heal you and make you invincible for a certain period of time. Got the E. Now, not everyone knows this, but you can rotate the wall with E again. So you press it once to bring it up and press E again to switch the direction. And this can be interesting. Not everybody knows how to do that. You can also press E before it is finished to cancel it early. So there you go. And also you can use it like so to give yourself an artificial ramp to be able to cross gaps quicker or easier. And you have the ice gun, which is the spray. Which is the spray, and the right click and it will freeze them after several seconds if you can keep it trained on them. Looks like we've... I was gonna die there, so... Oh, I'm not getting it. Where'd he go? There we go. So, she's quite good for, obviously, area control, choke point control. She's got quite good direct damage. Her ult is an area of effect freeze that will freeze everyone in the area after a short time. And it's most useful on control point maps. Payload not quite so much. Didn't want to use my ult on her. I should have just shot her. But that's what happens when you get frozen. May stops, looks at you, goes, I think I'm going to shoot you in the face now, and then headshots you. So once you've been frozen, you're pretty much dead all the time. The right click does uses up 25 ammo, I believe. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. Where is he? There's no real good use for my ultimate right now, because there's no grouping. There's the other May. I'm gonna try it there. Okay. You see the range on it isn't great, which is good, because if it was any longer it would be overpowered. But you can see what kind of damage she can do once you get up in someone's face. She's one of my least favorite characters to face on the opposite team, because of that annoying left click. Good counters to her. Anyone with long range, really. That rocket to the face will kill you quickly. Probably quite satisfying for him. Junkrat's kind of a good counter. Who else? Oh, there we go. See, another Mei is good for that. Alright. Where did that go? Okay. I won't survive this. Yeah. Dragon's a little bit too big. Junkrat's the one that got me there. So Pharah's a good counter. Genji cannot reflect your beam weapon, so that's quite important to know. You're very good against Lucio. Zenyatta's probably tougher to kill. Probably the toughest healer to kill because he can do good damage to you at long range. Whereas Mercy and Lucio are pretty easy to shut down. Oh, there's a victory. So you can see where she works well. We'll see if we come up against a really hard counter, but Junkrat, definitely not fun to play against. Roadhog, you can see this. Okay. With Roadhog you can ice block between when he gets you hooked and when you get to him. You can save yourself if you're good with the timing. I think it also saves you if you've been knocked up in the air or off a ledge. If you ice block before you actually go over, it will stop and drop you to the ground. So correct me if I'm wrong on that one. See what else. It's good to try and rescue a point if you're trying to contest. You can run in, put up a wall, and when the wall expires then you can ice block to give yourself another 4 or 5 seconds contesting. You are counted as contesting while doing that. Bastion, obviously you can put up a wall, but he can chew through it pretty quickly. So it's generally good as a kind of a quick distraction. I'm gonna have to say no to this one, I'm afraid. So who else can we see here? Snipers obviously will catch you out if you're not paying attention. Reinhardt's not too easy to get hold of because he's got quite a big swing on his hammer and you have to get behind him. He can kill you in 3 hits, I think. You gotta be careful with that. So yeah, long range character like Pharah, Junkrat, anyone who can really do damage from beyond your distance of your beam. You can right click at them, but trying to hit a Pharah who's flying around is not easy. So she doesn't have too many completely hard counters. She's great versus Tracer. If you can catch Tracer even for 2-3 ticks, he's going to be frozen. Catching a Lucio can be difficult if he's put speed boost on, but if you get 2 or 3 ticks on him, he's done for. We have an okay team here. There's nobody ahead of me. I just have to force them around a little bit. See, she does good damage there against him. Coming through here. There you go, that's the ice block after the Roadhog hook. Get this Mercy. Reaper can get away from you if you don't catch him real quick. He can phase out and get past you. Wow, failed on that one. Let's see. So yeah, we got a Junkrat throwing in some grenades here. Get a Mercy in here with him. Can't see anything. Okay. Well, that's not going to be good. So they might get delayed now. It wasn't ideal to use my ult there, but the two other tanks are the heavy hitters. So if I can freeze them in place for 6 or 7 seconds, it should help my team recover. It looks like we killed Winston and Reaper and the Junkrat ult, so we cleaned that out a little bit better. Bastion's killing a lot of stuff here. Okay. That's that threat gone. Widowmaker mine there. Need to get up here and kill this Widowmaker. She's dead, is she? Where'd he go? Okay. So this team's not actually giving us too much trouble, but that's not to say they won't push at the end. Don't want to get hooked here. I want to kill this Mercy, so I can maybe escape here. Dead, I think. Oh, Mercy got me. Okay, we got the Mercy. Got the Reaper. They have 2 tanks, so they're doing quite a lot of damage. So multiple tanks, you won't be able to do damage and quickly enough to take them out. The main damage comes from your right click. It's the CC aspect of your left click that does that really gets you in position to do that. Looks like we might potentially lose this point here. Well, I managed to get a Reaper, but did it go off? It did. But if there's nobody on the point, it won't matter. Yeah, there's nobody on the point, so I don't think we can save it. Yeah, it could have gone better. That's the new vocal indication that Widowmaker can see you. It was a recent change. Previously, Widowmaker's ultimate was not announced to the opposition, so you would never know when they could see you. Where is that? That's one good use. And that's Junkrat again, wrecking me. I think he got both of us, did he? No, he just got me, but she was dead anyway. You have to be aware of your healer. If you're on lowish health, you don't always have to use your ice block to heal. I would say that because your healer will not gain ultimate charge if you heal yourself. So be aware of that. I just healed myself with a health pack there I should not have, because she missed out on her some health, on some ultimate charge because of that. So use it in clutch situations or when there's no healer around, of course. Where is that Widowmaker? I don't think that's going to kill anyone. I didn't take into account the Mercy healing her, so you can see the chip damage isn't that strong from the left click. Let's see. So with two tanks, Roadhog and Winston, it's tough for me to take them on head to head. Oops. That was a mistake on my part. I hit left shift instead of E, and that will potentially let them get the point. Some of my earlier videos, and I haven't played Mei in a while, but some of my earlier videos where I was playing Mei, I kept getting mixed up between, well, I was confusing her with a different character. So I would be trying to use the shift function for you see you don't freeze for very long there. Almost. I don't know if anyone will take advantage of that. Four of them are frozen. Okay. What was I saying? Forget what I was saying. Obviously the wall can shut down Torbjorn's turrets. This is what I mean, the two tanks all over me, I can't really do much on my own. Winston eats through your health pretty quick, and you can't freeze him quick enough. He's got such a high health pool, so he's tough. Roadhog's the same. High health pool, does a lot of damage, you have to get in close to them. If you don't freeze them and you don't have anyone else to help you, you'll be in trouble. I think we've lost this one. Of course, I still haven't mentioned the fact that Mei's walls can actually, in a certain situation, be bad for your team. If you place them awkwardly, you can end up blocking access to a certain route that your teammates need. It's not always intentional. Some people like to do that intentionally. Look at this. Oh, that was pretty nasty. The healer +1. Some people like to purposely troll their teammates by using the ice wall on the spawn so that you can't get out, or spawn blocking access to a certain area. Yeah, it's a similar thing to when people do Symmetra and they place a teleporter on the edge of a cliff. Sometimes it's funny, most times it's not. So if you're thinking of playing Mei, you might be considering doing that. I've had it done. Some of my friends do it when we're in like group play, but generally only goofing around at the start. It's when you're doing it in the middle of the game, it can be really detrimental to your teammates, so try not to do that. We've got Dorado, which is another payload map, which is unfortunate. I would like to have gotten Control Point or King of the Hill map. Mei is quite good on King of the Hill. She's a little reduced in effectiveness when it comes to, I think, one or two of the maps on Lijiang Tower, for example. Her ultimate is great for that entire room. It shuts down the entire room, but on some of the other maps she's not quite so good. So this, it's good to be able to put a wall in front of the payload at a distance to block out turrets, bastions, snipers. Just know that the wall will get destroyed by the payload if you're pushing it. You can use that to your advantage if the enemy puts a wall in front of your payload. You don't have to destroy the wall. Pushing the payload will actually destroy the wall. The payload will drive right through it, similar to yours. Now what you can do is you can put up a wall in front of the payload and use it to cover the right side. So if you put up the payload here in front of this truck right now, it'll cover the whole wall, but when it drives through, only the left side of the wall will break, or only the middle part of the wall will break. It won't break all of the wall. So you can use that to walk through the gap. Junkrat again. Rid of that trap. And that's what I mean about the wall. Oh, screwed up my reloads there, but this is Reinhardt. You have to get past his shield to be able to start chipping him. But if you can get around him, it'll make him turn around. Get Mei, or Mercy, I mean. Be careful not to stand on Junkrat's bombs when he dies. Soldier. Obviously you can ice block through that ult. Get this Mercy. Oh, we got some lag here. Soldier shooting me, I think. So when you're stunned from Reinhardt, you can't use your shift. When you're there's not many stuns in the game, but that's one case where you can't use your ice block. You can also not use your ice block while McCree has you stunned, but you can come back pretty quickly if he doesn't kill you in that stun period. You can ice block right after. Oh. And you can't shift while in the middle of that. So, two of Reinhardt's abilities you cannot ice block through. You might have heard me spamming the button as I got charged to my certain death. And he charges back the other way. We managed to get the payload past him at in the meantime though. He's dead. Okay. Had to reload, which wasn't ideal for me. He's dead anyway. You can hear the chip damage going away there as my ult hits some folks. But Reinhardt's proven to be more of a problem. That's what I mentioned, you know, you have to get close enough to him to be able to run past his shield and turn him around, either for your teammates or maybe he'll ignore you and he won't turn around, and then you can freeze him. But oh gosh, well they were all standing there, so that was kind of stupid of me. And this is where she kind of is diminished a little bit. Reinhardt, Reaper, Zarya doesn't get slowed when you hit her shield. And I'm not going to be able to do much on my own, so get away from my team. Oh god. So now we're getting shut down pretty hard. The wall didn't actually do much there. Turret finished me off. I think we all got wiped, did we? Oh, we still have a few people alive. So we're getting shut down. It's an awkward corner that we're in at the moment. I don't have any walls that I can put because of the turret placement. The turret's placed quite well. Okay, that was a good Pharah ult. Couldn't kill Mercy quick enough. Oh. Wow, that sucked. Alright, well I have an ult. See if we can push it. This Reinhardt's really doing business, and the Zarya. So, with the Reaper also being a pain in the butt. Oh, we got a friendly Hanzo ult coming from behind. Oh, I'm dead. Pharah destroying me here. This turret's really well placed. I think it might be a time for a change in approach. I want to come at it from a different angle. I think I can go up here. So we got a really good push early in the game, and now we're struggling to finish it off. Yeah, the Reinhardt's really causing a problem here. Can't get this Mercy. There's nobody behind me to help me out here. So I'm done for. We need a flanker. And Mei is not a flanker. So, yeah, obviously as any character is reliant on their teammates for synergy. Mei maybe quite a bit more so. But clearly their comp is shutting Mei down. And like I mentioned earlier, the long range characters and the tanks, it's just can't do the damage that you need to do. Oh, I got killed before I even knew what was going on. Did Reaper kill me? I didn't even know what happened there. He just died so quickly. Can we push it for another few seconds? I don't know. But this, I mean, ideally I would have switched to a different character because Mei wasn't working out. But that's not the point of these videos. I understand it can impact my teammates' ability to win. But the idea is to showcase when characters are good and when they're bad. Oh. Did I get them both? Still doing damage. Yeah, I got them both. So this actually might help us push through. Oh, Reinhardt's back. We'll see. We'll see. Still contested. Still contested. See Reaper. Or hear Reaper doing his ult, but I didn't see him kill anyone. Couple more feet. More contesting, more contesting. It's not level 2 yet. Wow, Reinhardt slam jammed me there. Wow, it picked me out of that group. There was 4 people there and it picked me to be the victim. A couple more feet. Go, 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 go. Okay, good. So, yeah, like I said, I would have switched to a different character. I probably would have switched to like a Junkrat to try and break that turret sooner. You know. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't do that damage to him. With the Mercy healing him, I was never going to kill him. Get this heal before him. There we go. I want to avoid using my ult unless I absolutely have to. Okay, did we get it? Oh, darn it. That'll do. Good enough for a few seconds. Oh, damn it, I died to the turret. I forgot that it was behind me. I think we might finally be falling down at the final step here. Yeah. Defeat. Okay. So like I said, I would prefer to have not gotten a payload map. But you can see there that sometimes she's great, sometimes she's not quite so great. Have a look at this ult. Well, at least he's killing someone. Most Torbjorn ults are turret of the game. He really did an emote. Wow. Okay, again, got a card for we give the healer +1. So we'll leave it there. Like I said, hopefully you get to see Mei when she's good, when she's not so good. I'll look at the hero list and do a quick recap. Bastion you can shut down with your wall. Diva, too hard to freeze, similar to the tanks like Winston and Reinhardt. You can freeze them for your teammates to kill them, but you're not going to be killing them on your own anytime soon. Diva may be a little bit easier to kill than the other two. Zarya is a pain. If you're one-on-one with Zarya, you're probably going to die. Junkrat is tough too, because you can only ice block once. McCree, not too bad. Since the nerf, he's been reduced in effectiveness, but he will stun you if he kills you during his fan to hammer. You're done for, but you can ice barrier or ice block shortly after to heal up if he doesn't quite kill you. Let's see. Genji cannot reflect your left click, but he can reflect your right click, so be aware of that. Hanzo obviously is quite easy to kill if you get up close or you get the jump on him, as is Zenyatta, Widowmaker, Tracer, Symmetra. Careful of Symmetra, she does really high damage. If she's focusing you, you might die before she does, but the freeze might save your butt in that case. So you might have to actually left click, or rather ice block, to be able to get through a Symmetra. If she's got her turrets backing her up, you're probably done for. Soldier 76, you saw there a couple times, you can take him from 100 to freezing and kill him before he can DPS you. If he's getting headshots, maybe you're done for, but you know, it is what it is. Lucio's pretty easy to kill, but if you're not catching him in a small space, if he's running away from you, if you don't get him frozen, you're not going to kill him unless you're right-clicking him, and he's tough to get a right-click on if he's got a speed boost on. Torbjorn, you can shut down their turrets with Ice Wall, but it doesn't kill the turret, and sometimes it can prevent your team from killing the turret because the wall's in front of it, so be aware of that. Again, using your wall can block your teammates inadvertently and cause a problem, so be careful when you use it. What else? That's pretty much it. Reaper, again, a bit of a pain to kill. If you get the jump on him, you can freeze him, but if he sees you coming, he's going to Wraith form away from you. Pharah is really tough to kill. You can right click her out of the air. Again, it's not the easiest thing to do. If she's hitting you in the face with rockets, you might be on a hiding to nothing there. Other Meis, if a Mei gets the drop on you, well, you're going to have to ice block, and hopefully someone else will help you kill her, because if she's a higher health pool than you in a one-on-one, she's going to win most of the time. You saw me fighting Mercy there. Very easy to kill if she's on her own, but if she's got someone to jump to, then you're not going to be able to freeze her. You have to resort to your right click. So that's pretty much it for the Mei video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some good tips right at the start there. Don't forget to look at the tips about the ice wall. You can switch the direction that it's going, and you can stand underneath it before you pop it, so that it'll launch you in the air, and you can use it to cross barriers. Most notable one being Hanamura. You can put the wall up on the left hand side past point A to use as a shortcut to point B. Not many people know about that. But hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week for the next hot seat, which will be Mercy. I've got a lot of videos of Mercy on my channel from earlier in the beta, but I haven't played her too much since launch, so I do have to get up to speed with her and kind of iron out the kinks in my gameplay with her. But I will see you next week for that, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time for the next Overwatch hot seat. Good night.